Hi, my name is Malay.
My name is Rowan.
And my name is Angela, and we are cadets from Troop 5982.
Today we're going to take you through building a car powered by a balloon, the safety aspects of different machines, and finally, how to test our DIY balloon car.
First, I'll take you through the building aspects of the car. The materials you will need are the jumbo straw, 2 small straws, 2 skewers, cardboard, wheels, scissors and tape, measuring tape, and of course, your balloon. To prepare for a later step, take out your balloon and stretch it out a little so that when it comes time to blow, it is easier to expand. You may want to blow it once or twice as well. Wow, look at that. It blew up. What kind of energy do you think lets the balloon blow up? Go ahead and pause the video if you want to guess. Well, this balloon phenomenon is an example of potential and kinetic energy. Potential energy is the amount of stored energy an object has, while kinetic energy is energy in motion. In this case, the potential energy is when the balloon is blown up and filled with air, and the kinetic energy is when we let go of the balloon and the energy is released. Now to construct the balloon. First, cut the jumbo straw in half. I have already done so. You can I'm going to I eyeballed it, but feel free to use the measuring tape that came in the balloon kit if you want to cut it exactly in half. Next, take your cardboard piece and place the 2 jumbo straw pieces on each side, parallel to each other. Parallel basically means having 2 objects side by side, with the same continuous distance between them so that they don't intersect, like perpendicular objects would. Next, take your tape and tape the jumbo straws to the cardboard in their parallel positions. If you want, you can pre-cut some of your tape so that it is easier. Okay. Now for the other side, do the same. Feel free to use as much tape as you need. Now flip your car over so that the jumbo wheels are at the bottom. Now moving on to the wheels. Take one circle and find the center. You can either eyeball it like I'm going to, or you can take a piece of scrap paper, trace it to the circle size, fold it in half, fold it into another half into a pie shape, and then cut the corner to find the center. Once you find the center, take the skewer and using the pointed edge, push through the center, spinning the axle and using force to cut through. You may also use a pencil or another sharp object that makes it a little bit easier to poke a hole through. Okay. Now do the same with the rest of the wheels. If you want, you can use the other wheel. You can use the already poked circle to cut a hole through the rest of them in the same size spot. If you want, feel free to ask your parents for help. Now, you can put one wheel an inch from the end of the skewer, put it through the jumbo straw, right here, and put another wheel at the other end. If you want, you can use materials like a marshmallow, clay, Play-Doh, or a flange to keep the axle from falling off, or a combination of the group. I'm going to make a flange. A flange is a projecting ring or collar on an axle or other pipe that is used to strengthen or support an attached wheel or other object. Taking one of your smaller straws, cut 4 identical pieces and cut each of the pieces cut each of the 4 pieces bottom third into 4 pieces. It will make some more sense as I demonstrate. Now, take the scissors and cut. I already have 4 pre-cut for us that I will explain, and I will show you how to create the flange from them. Now, once you have 4 pieces cut, take the bottom third and cut it into fourths. Like so. Same for 3 other pieces. Here are my 4 pieces of flanges. Now, open up the folds and line up the hole that is found in the middle to the hole on the wheel. Once you do so, take some tape and attach the flange to that wheel. Do the same for your other 3 flanges. And make sure that you're lining them up properly. And remember, it's important to stay patient as we do this process. There you go. Now, take the skewer through the flange, through the hole, and then place it through the jumbo hole. The jumbo straw. Do the same with another flange. There we go. I also have some marshmallows that we can use to help secure the wheels into place. Like so. There you go. Now let's move on to the balloon. Using a rubber band or tape, tape the balloon to your other thin straw on the side that does not have the bendable piece. Make sure to tightly secure the tape into the balloon into place using the tape so that no air escapes once we blow it up. Now, to make sure that it works, try blowing up the balloon using the straw. If it's not working, make sure to check that the tape is secure and that the balloon is stuck on. I'm going to add some more tape. There we go. Make sure that the tape is not letting any air out. There we go. There we go. Now, you can tape this to place. There we have it. Thanks for following along with me. Now I'm going to pass the mic to my friend Angela, and she's going to talk to you about machines and car safety.
Thank you so much for that demonstration. So now, as Malay mentioned, I'll be discussing the different safety features found in cars, as well as the 6 simple machines. So you may be wondering, what exactly are safety features? Well, there are different parts in cars that serve to lessen the severity of accidents, or to even prevent accidents from occurring in the first place. Although there are countless numbers of safety features in cars, we'll go over a few. So let's start off with seatbelts, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. So seatbelts have multiple functions. First, they spread the crash force across stronger parts of the body, such as the shoulders, rib cage, and pelvis. Secondly, they position the passenger so that they can receive the airbag, which we will discuss shortly. Lastly, seatbelts keep the passenger inside the car and prevent the passenger from flying out. Next, we have airbags, which are inflatable cushions built into vehicles. In an accident, their function is to protect the passengers from hitting the inside of the car. Additionally, they keep occupants from crashing through the windows as well as the windshield, which is just the large window at the front of the car. Lastly, we will review rear view mirrors. They function to allow the driver to see behind them. This comes in handy when the driver tries to switch lanes, park, and more. Now we will discuss simple machines. So, in fact, there are 6 of them, all of which help to move objects from one place to another. First, we have a lever, which is a bar used for raising and moving an object at one end by pushing down on the other end. An example of this is a seesaw. Next, we have a pulley, which is a machine with one or more grooved wheels connected at their edges by a rope in order to move objects up and down over long distances. An example of this is a bucket being pulled up using a rope. Also, we have an inclined plane, which is a flat surface where one side is raised higher than the other in order to move objects up and down. An example of this is a slide. To add, we have a wedge, which is a type of inclined plane, but has one wide side and another tapered, narrower side, with a function of cutting, piercing, or splitting things. An example of this is a wavy wedge wall walker, which is pictured above. Additionally, a wheel and axle works as follows. When a wheel is turned, the axle, which is the bar attached to the center of the wheel, turns too. This is the same technology that doorknobs use, as well as even cars. An example of this is a roundabout. Lastly, we have a screw, which is an inclined plane specifically used to raise, lower, and keep things together. An example of a screw is, you guessed it, a screw. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you found this useful. Now I'm going to pass it on to Rowan.
Thank you for listening to our presentation and explanation on homemade cars. There are other scientific experiments and explanations on our YouTube channel. Feel free to check them out. We hope you had fun.
See you next time.
Don't forget, science rules.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.